exciting video. In this video, Judge Simpson, I love truth tellers, and Judge Simpson is definitely a truth teller. So, like, you got certain judges that's going to be truth tellers, like Judge Fletcher, Judge Stevenson Jr., Judge Bryant, Judge Tammy Hayward, and the list goes on. These people are going to be truth tellers, and they're not Judge Board. Don't leave out Judge Board. They're going to tell you the truth, and they're going to put you in jail if you don't do what you're supposed to do. It's a combination of both. Judge Manning too. The judges popping in my head. I can't list them all, but imagine you going to court with a court-appointed attorney, and they already know you're drunk. But people think that they're drunk, and they think all people think they are functional drunks, but you're not. We can see it. And what you're going to see is what Judge Simpson is going to tell this young lady. It ain't like, you're a danger to society. Let's put it in a nutshell. But let's dive into the video. Like I said, this is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Please like, comment, subscribe. As we're going to keep pumping out videos. Also, we built the website. Website is complete. I'm going to add the link. I'm going to add the link. So you'll be able to see the website. All right. So let's dive into the content. Then we'll be to see you on the way out.
For the record, Erica Julian appearing on behalf of Holly Brown. Holly, state your name. Holly Brown.
Okay. We've seen her Brown violation report.
Yes, Your Honor. And and she provided a letter to the court. I'm not sure if you were. I have another copy, Judge.
Is that with?
I had provided it to your staff with the file as it was going back, but I'm not sure whether.
Yeah. Oh, there.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor. So I'm not sure. We do have a plea agreement in this case, and the way that we came to the plea agreement, discussed at the time that it would be an appropriate resolution based on the factual and legal issues of this case. I know that separately there's a bond violation for us to address with the court today. I wasn't sure in which order the court would be willing to hear them.
To do what?
To either take a plea or to address a bond violation.
Well, I'm a bit reluctant at this point to take the plea because of the bond violation. And also, I will say that, what should happen here, quite frankly, is you should be remanded because we've been through this. So I read your letter. Tell me why I shouldn't do that with you.
Your Honor, I feel absolutely horrible. I sat right here and I cried when you allowed me to be released and gave me another opportunity upon. And I know that I violated that, and I am owning that, but I did not do anything. I didn't get behind a wheel. I didn't do anything to hurt anyone or myself or any property.
Well, it does hurt yourself.
And exactly. It did. And it does hurt me. But I physically or to anyone or anything, I just want to say that it was a nonviolent act, and I know it was wrong. And right now I am building from ground zero back in my life, and I'm really making strides, although this violation does not indicate that. 87 out of the 88 last days that I have not had dropped to drink.
What happened? What happened that day? What happened?
Can I just help facilitate just for a moment, Judge? We had a really long talk about this yesterday, and I was very blunt with Ms. Brown. And just from my initial perspective, and then if she wants to explain further, when she was in custody for 2 weeks and her La Casa advocate was here, we never did get to the bottom of this other thing. And I think we probably would have not worried about it a whole lot, but for the fact that you stepped down from a scram to a sober link, and then she had a positive blow on Tuesday. So when she was released, her La Casa advocate was here in the courtroom and, did continue to assist her. But by that time, they had given away her bed. And that is common and that happens. She went to stay, and she explained all that in her letter, what she did subsequent to that. She's been trying to get back into La Casa. I met with her and her La Casa advocate yesterday. They're anticipating that a bed will be open anytime. And she's been staying in a motel. But what that has to do with it is, honestly, she was doing so well in this entirely structured setting. And when she was released, she was unable to return to that same structured setting. And I think it fell apart on her. And I understand everything that Your Honor had said to her previously. If I could, I don't think she even knows that I know the steps. I think she's, based on yesterday, this is a huge step one issue. Meaning first step of the program, admitting that she's powerless over alcohol and that her life has become unmanageable. This is one of the instances that often folks point to and say, see how unmanageable that made your life become. And I know she is grappling with her, she wants to be sober so badly. She doesn't want to be this person or someone who walks into a liquor store and buys alcohol because that's a go-to. It's been her go-to for 25 years, and she's tried very hard to put it down. And this is me coming to Miss Brown, accepting her cases on appointment, not knowing anything about her, and initially probably having the same view as everybody else. But getting to know her, I understand that she is trying so hard to keep it together. And where it may seem simple, to just simply not consume the alcohol. I know that she struggles every day with all of her past trauma, everything that's happened, everything going on presently. And it is hard for her to keep it together when she is not in a structured environment. And I really don't mean the jail, because I understand that's the next step for her. But she's within just inches of being able to come back into La Casa in that structured environment. And she went to meetings the last couple of days. She went to a meeting yesterday. She was not able to make it today. That's just due to a number of circumstances outside her control. But she is continuing to go to meetings every day. So that's my 2 cents for Miss Brown.
Anything you want to add?
Your Honor, I feel that being in an environment where I'm supported and structured, as opposed to being locked away for something that I'm not a threat to society for, that I will make much.
Hold on. Ms. Brown, but you are.
I hear you. I do. And I'm sorry.
Because, you know, when you say you're not a threat, you're drinking, you can't control it, right? And, you know, like you said, I mean, this time you didn't get behind the wheel, but what if you do? And at least 3 times before, 2 times before, maybe a third, you did.
Right now, I am understanding. I'm desperate to be in a better place than I'm at. And the way to obtain that is not by being locked in a jail, but by being in a supportive environment with therapy and with support through AA members and therapists and counselors and advocates, and being surrounded by people who are like-minded in the desire to stay sober and to better their lives. And that's where I am. I don't want anything worse for my life, but I don't think I'm going to be able to start building that sitting down there, over there, where
Down that way.
And I honestly, I mean, the days that I have put in and the time and the work that I have put in, I think does show that the mistake that I made was huge. And I do not deny that, and I'm not minimizing it, but it's just a setback for me. It's not anything that's going to be productive. It's just going to just punish me for something I'm already kicking myself for, Your Honor. That's all. May I add, as far as driving, I do not have access to a car, and this last offense that we're initially here for, the Secretary of State did take my license at that point for 2 years, and that was a year and a half ago. I have had absolutely no, I've not been behind the wheel, and I have not had any, I've had proof of that by not pulled over or having anything. I was not pulled over because I wasn't behind the wheel, but I also wasn't, there's been no traffic violations for me since then. And that was before I knew of the charges that were brought to me. So I just wanted to add that. I do not have intentions of getting behind the wheel until I am legal to do so.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna switch you back to a scram, Heather. I'm not gonna take your plea. I am going to adjourn this out to the 19th of 1 month. With the admonition to you that you better hope it doesn't malfunction or anything along those lines. I'm not going to be listening to any of that. All right. If there's any indication that you're drinking, what the court's going to do is we're going to come get you. All right. And I'm not going to, Miss Julian knows me, and I'm not going to hear a whole lot more at all from you.
Understood. At this point.
So I'll adjourn it to the 19th, 9 a.m. or your Zoom invite indicate defendant is to report to community corrections before you leave here today, and you're to be placed on a scram teller.
Okay.
Okay.
We are extremely thankful to you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so now you can start binge watching our videos. Link is in the scroll bar. How did you feel about this case? The truth teller strikes again, Judge Simpson. He was able to tell her how TI is. You're a danger to society. Drugs and alcohol are two of the worst components that was ever created. Now, don't get me wrong. There are components in life that naturally get you high. Mushrooms, even dolphins. I said this on a number of videos. They use puffer fish to get high. So number of people use different components to get high, but just don't get high. How about that? But put it in the comments. How do you feel about this case? This is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Some people just be out of their French toast mind. I said it. Some people be out of their French toast mind, and they need to just calm down. Just calm down, because it ain't right to be drunk and doing things that you don't have to do. Do it at home. Do it when you're off. Don't get behind the wheel and drink. Don't do those type things. Make sure you start visiting the website. You'll be able to now go to our website and just start looking at all of our videos. Link is in the description.